Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We're here at Chester Racecourse and we've got Phil Taylor. Phil, excited about tonight, you and Michael?
I am, yeah. It's a nice scene for a change, because the only time I've ever seen now was on the TV, obviously. But yeah, I haven't seen him for a while, so it's nice to have a catch-up.
Banter's already flowing in here like the old times?
Yeah, it's not like the old times. They're a bit different now. It's a bit more relaxed. Whereas when we were competitors, it was a little bit different then. Look,
obviously we know that the format is a short one, but I'm guessing you still want to beat each other like mad, though.
I'd love to. It's going to be difficult for me at my age, you know what I mean? And plus with my condition. So I'll try. I'll give it my best.
Seniors last week, obviously we didn't get to speak to you on the night, but looking back, it wasn't a great night, and did that one hurt?
It killed my leg, killed my back, killed everything, yeah. It's awful when you're up there and you got people there cheering you on, and the crowd came back and they went, you know, really noisy. The atmosphere was fantastic during my match. I don't know what the other games were like because I wasn't there long enough, but it was great to be a part of it.
Obviously, we heard you talking in the build-up to that game about the memories that you had at the Tavern and all that, and in that performance, I'm guessing that you wouldn't want to go out on that note at the Tavern.
No, I'd hate it, and I won't go out like that. I'm desperate now to start playing properly.
Leading on, obviously, Blackpool, short turnaround. Is there anything you can put right in between the Tavern and Blackpool to make yourself better?
I'm doing everything that I can. It's just because I've got arthritis in my hip, I can't turn right, so I'm not throwing straight. I'm like this, so I don't know why my dart's going over in the 5. So I've had to sit and think about it. So hopefully within the next month, I can shed a bit more weight and I can get rid of this pain. Because it is nightmare, honestly. It's 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Even if you turn over in bed in the night, you're in pain.
Must be very difficult to live like that. Forget darts, just living with that pain all the time must be a difficult situation.
I did have a spell, as I say, when I was eating more healthy food. And people say it is healthy or it isn't healthy, but I find it all right for me. You know, more meat, more protein, and fish and eggs and things like that. So I eat a lot of eggs now because I know there's fat in eggs and there's protein in eggs. So this is what I do. So I'll keep experimenting and I'll keep trying stuff. And I'm listening to what my body's telling me now. Well, years ago when I was younger, you don't give him, you know, oh, you'll regret that when you get older. Yeah. Now I regret it. I wish I'd listened more to my elders.
The draw for Blackpool is done. You and Martin Adams sharing the stage at Aviva. You're excited for that tie?
Yeah, I like Martin, and over the years I've had some really, really good games with him. Martin isn't playing like Martin can, and I haven't, so it'll be different. I think the crowd will enjoy it. I think the crowd will be looking forward to it. But it'll be a good game. I think both of us might play proper darts now.
In your professional careers, you and Martin didn't cross too often because obviously Martin stayed with the BDO and you did your thing, so I'm not sure there's too many TV games between you that I can remember.
I don't think there is, no.
No, so I can't think of one off.
No, not really. I played him a few times when he was in the BDO times. Yeah. But as a player, I thought you should have come over. I know he was England captain, he was proud of it, and he sticks by what he believes in. But when I look at Martin now, I'm thinking you could have been a multi-millionaire. Do you know what I mean? He might be a multi-millionaire, I don't know, but he got the talent to get up there, be in the top 3 in the world.
Remember when Barney came over, he made an impact. Do you think Martin could have done the same? I'm not saying he'd have won TV tournaments, but do you think he could have made a massive splash if he decided to come over? I don't think
he would. I know he would. He would have done. Yeah. It did improve Martin in his game. You know what I mean? He's that way, and he was a good practicer. He's got a love. I think Martin, if you look at his style, he's probably got one of the nicest styles in darts. He's a good finisher, good scorer, very good under pressure. Martin was. You know what I mean? I don't know how his mind works now. He's had a few health problems himself. He's had personal problems in his life, which has affected him a little bit. But as a player, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, one of the best in the world.
For the seniors itself, Steve Beaton's committed to coming across once he finishes.
Has he?
He's committed. You said the seniors would take off, and there's another one now joining. Yeah. Exciting times.
There'll be a few coming over. And I'm very pleased for John Anderson, a lovely fella. And I'm glad, if I didn't win it, then I'm glad he did. There's a few players I'd love to see. Darryl Fitton be another one. And Tony O'Shea's another one. If I didn't win it, then I'd love to see them do it. There's a few players, I can't mention them all.
What would it mean to win one of these seniors titles this year to you?
If I win one, it means I can win 2, and win 3, and win 4. Do you know, Barry Earn had always said to me, "You've won 1 title, you're not better than that, don't you?" I say, "What's that?" He said, 2. If you win 2, what's better than that? 3. Yeah, you got to be greedy. You got to look at the bright side of life. You got to keep pushing forward.
I remember speaking to you pre-PDC World Championship, and we spoke about the impact Luke Littler was having, and you're excited to see his journey. I think he's blown everyone away. What have you made of the rise of him getting to the world final on debut at 16, getting picked for the Premier League, and what he's doing on these big stages at a tender age?
I find him a breath of fresh air. I say this all the time about different players, but he is different. He's got something. These other players, just as Leighton Bennett's a good player, Josh Rock's a great player, but it's the pressure that they get put on him at a young age. That's the only thing that concerns me about young Luke. But he seems to be handling it all right. His main concern is going back and playing on his Xbox. He's not listening to all the hype. And that's the best thing he can do. If I was to give him advice, it would be make sure you pay your taxes. You know what I mean? Because otherwise you'll be knocking on your door, and you don't need that pressure. And secondly, ignore all the hype and don't do social media. Let somebody else do it for you.
Coming through, obviously, you learnt off of Eric, set the bar, and then Michael came and pushed you, and then we're seeing other players. How good could Luke be? Could he be potentially the best of all time at this age?
Josh Rock could have been one of the best at his age, you know what I mean? Daryl Gurney could have been one of the best at his age. Peter Wright was, but Peter I think hit it a little bit on the older side, but still fantastic player, world champion. Aidan Lewis hit it at the right time. You just don't know. You just don't know how people's minds work. You don't know the pressure they're under. I mean, young Luke, lovely kid, met him, lovely lad, but I don't know what's going through his mind. You know what I mean? I haven't spent time with him. I don't know if he's tired, if he's overdoing it, if his body can take it. Do you know what I mean? It's early doors yet. To me, he's still in his apprenticeship stages of being a top professional. At the minute, he's got all the tools in the box. He can do it, but he's just missing that odd little finish at the minute, and hopefully it doesn't affect here, because he can do where he's on a double, especially against Michael, and he thinks, "Oh, I've done this before and missed," because that goes through your mind. But I think experience will do in the world of good. But experience, unfortunately, in darts comes with a lot of travelling, and a lot of late nights, a lot of hotels, a lot of signing autographs, a lot of media work. You know what I mean? That's the only way you can get experience.
You mentioned Adrian Lewis there. Have you managed to speak to him? I know we spoke to you.
No, never.
That you said that you didn't know what was going on, but are you surprised that he hasn't come back yet?
No, not really. I spoke to him when we did the interview with the Night of the Champions, and I said, "Are you going to start next year?" And he went, "I don't know. I don't think so." So no, I think he's happy where he is. You know what I mean? Again, you don't know what's going on. I know people mention mental health and everything else. I don't know what pressure's under, why he's packed in. I don't know. I've never asked him.
Is it a shame though that someone so young is potentially walking away from the game, and someone of his talent as well, that perhaps we haven't seen the very best of him?
It's a shame, but I understand.
Yeah, of course.
I could have done it myself at one time.
Really?
I did a runner once for a couple of weeks, just get out the way. And I was putting roofs on houses up in the northeast.
Is that what the sport does to you at times? It's like a goldfish bowl and you need that escape?
I just needed a break from everything. There was that much pressure on me. I was winning things, and the pressure on me to do this. So I'd had enough. So I just had 2 weeks where I went with one of my best mates, Colin Winley, and we worked on a farmhouse roof, the big concrete, the big proper old slates, the big ones, heavy, for about 2 weeks. And I thought, you know what, Phil, you've got the best job in the world, because it was freezing. It was heavy, it was freezing. I enjoyed it, and by it, you enjoyed your tea when you got in, trust me. And I loved it, but I thought I can earn more money doing what I did, and I realised then how lucky I was to have a job that I was doing and see the world.
Phil, absolute pleasure catching up with you as always, and wish you all the very best this evening.
You're welcome.